Hi and welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben and this is my review for The Last Kids on Earth. It's a Netflix original series, kind of. So The Last Kids on Earth, when zombies and monsters invade his home, scrappy 13-year-old Jack Sullivan teams up with his friends to survive the apocalypse. It's based on a popular book series. So I'm just going to hold up my hands and say this demographic is for 10 to 14, probably 10 to 13 years old. So it's not my demographic. I did watch this with my son and I think he kind of enjoyed it. The thing that we found most annoying about this, and maybe when you're watching a cartoon series you should put this aside, but some of the stuff that we were seeing was totally just not believable. The characters were doing things you were just like, you'd be dead now, you'd be dead now, you'd be dead now, or that wouldn't happen, or that's not accurate. It's easy to do that with this first episode. And I would say the first episode is an hour and 7 minutes, and it's basically book one. And it is a series, but I think they're just going to keep delivering the content like that. The animation itself is actually a lot of fun to watch. It looks good. The characters quickly become well developed. They each get their own backstory. And I think if you're a fan of the books, you're probably gonna love this. It looks like they've done it justice. There are fun characters, and very quickly within the first episode or feature film length episode, there is like a bad guy protagonist that's hunting them and chasing them, and you get that idea, and it finishes off with a cliffhanger. So I think that's fun. They've rounded the story well. There was just a bit of unbelievability, but I think when you're watching a cartoon series like this, especially if it's aimed at the demographic of 10 to 14 years old, then you should put that aside. I think you can definitely watch it with your family because it's a lot of fun. It's a bit, I guess, tongue-in-cheek, but that's, I guess the right way to put it was you kind of switch off your brain to the thinking of reality and just enjoy it for what it is. It's a kids' cartoon series where kids can fight monsters and be the good guys, and it's all inclusive because the girl is massively strong and independent, and the guys are learning to be what it means to be a hero, and the team meet up, and it's kind of like a coming of age story but with monsters and zombies. And I think they're going to develop the story arc more because they're leaving a little bit of a cliffhanger towards the end, but actually on the whole, I think it's a really good, fun first helping into this kind of book adapted series. Well, I have two favorite characters. There's this bully who quickly becomes the strong hero guy, and I really like his character because he's often putting down the protagonist. And Dirk. The hero protagonist tends to like to monologue and do like hero monologue stuff, and this character just tells him to shut up basically, and I thought that was a lot of fun. And I think that's probably where this movie or episode shines best off, is where the characters are interacting with them, and the dialogue is really bouncy and fun. So in amongst the monsters and the you know, the craziness that's happening in this world of non-believability, their interactions, the characters are, I think, good. They're fun to watch. I keep going on about the non-believability, but it's been 42 days into the apocalypse, and large monsters are around, and somehow they still have electricity. The monster hasn't knocked out the local power grid. There's just little things like that I just find unbelievable. Maybe they'll explain it later on in the series, but for now I would say this is one you can watch with your family, and it's one of those that you can kind of not have to think about afterwards, but just enjoy the ride. I presume that the books are much better. Let me know in the comments below if you've read the books, if you are like eager to see what Netflix have given their budget for in this series. Do you think it will be any good? Or maybe are you in the camp that it shouldn't have been turned into a cartoon series? Let me know in the comments below. But most of all, thank you so much for watching this review. And until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.